contacted the forestry department on my lunch break today just to make sure that these roads were going to be open. She said, yeah, they'll be open, but just use a little common sense because not all of them are going to be passable. I was thinking, great, it was common sense that got me stuck in a swamp last year at this time. But the truth is, if you're not willing to put in just a little bit of hard work, these places are hard to find. This one's beautiful. I gotta start moving fast because it is getting dark quick. I want to get camp set up. If I could just have like 30 hours to a day, I think that would help out a lot. Let's get some lights on in here and then we're gonna get the slide out. I got everything in here put away, but I can tell that the camper is leaning down and back to that corner. We'll go outside, use our camper jacks to lift up this corner of the camper. It is dark out here tonight. Well, that there looks about level. I'm sure you guys can hear the crickets out there, but there's a noise coming from the lake and it sounds like a baby crying, and I'm sure it's probably a duck, but it's wah, wah. It's gonna be one of those kind of nights. Let's get in the camper. All right, we got camp all set up, but I'm tired. Work was long today. I just want to go to bed. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. I'm running low on propane. I'd love to turn the furnace on right now, but I'm running on fumes. I didn't realize how low I was. Hoping that there's enough in the tanks to keep the refrigerator running all weekend long, but there's not enough to heat the place up. So 55 degrees, might just have to throw a hoodie on. One of them mornings. My plan is for us to hang out here all weekend long. I got here Friday after work. I stopped on the way out here, filled up my fresh water tanks, and I thought I could take a shower, use my bathroom. Oh, it'd be great. Who would have guessed my propane tanks would have been empty? So now I'm not gonna have a hot water heater, which means no showers this weekend. That's all right. But no furnace this weekend. That's all right. No oven this weekend. That's all right. It was 42 degrees when I got up this morning. It's 46 now. Closest gas station to me. 24 miles. I'm not getting propane this weekend. So you remember me telling you last night, it sounded like a baby was crying out on the water. Well, then this morning, it's probably 4 o'clock. I wake up, have to go to the bathroom. I come out of the camper here, and as I'm walking down the steps, splash, splash in the water. And well, here there's a beaver just right on the shoreline, and I must have startled it, and he started splashing in the water. Yeah. Well, the good news is, I don't think I'm gonna see another human all weekend long. I did see a camper yesterday though. On my way in, about 5 miles from here, there was someone in a spot, the spot originally that I thought I was gonna take, so I had to push back further in here. Now that I'm out here though, I've got grouse thumping out in the woods. I've got a beaver that's not happy about seeing me. I was listening to loons all night. I mean, this is a little slice of heaven. I was hoping to call that beaver in here. They're pretty territorial. I figured if I was making some noise, it would come up this way. It's starting to sprinkle out here, so I'm gonna put the awning out. And that's something that I don't do very often. I think I've only done it in one video. That way, if I do end up having to use the grill, at least I'll be able to cook when it's dry. Perfect. That way, it can shed a little water off the side. Kind of wrecks my view a little bit though. One of the things I should do is just look at all my cabinet floors and make sure that nothing's wet. Being that I put water in the tank for the first time yesterday, it's always a little bit sketchy at first. Everything's looking dry. I've got no water on any of the pipes. I checked under the sink and that looks good. I got a little leak from my anoid rod, but I knew that was going to happen because I did not tighten it up yet. I dodged a bullet on that one because I didn't winterize this camper last year. I drained out the tanks, opened up the little water valves, cracked all of the sinks. That was it. Just taking my chances. I knew that I should be running the RV antifreeze through it, but you just get too busy with working and making these videos, and I just thought, I'll get to it when I get to it, and I never got to it. I got lucky, that's for sure. This weekend, we get to save some money by cutting our own wood. Hopefully we don't get into too many ticks. It's pretty clean around here. I just found a couple of things that I'm gonna put in the fire and burn. Otherwise, there's not a lot of trash here. Walmart receipt. November 13th. We're not gonna be building a big fire or anything today. All I'm gonna do is get a nice bed of coals going so I can put the Dutch oven on here, put the ribs inside of that, and then we'll probably finish them on the grill. But I think if I had them in the Dutch oven for a couple hours this afternoon, they should be nice and tender. This will be a good test to see how these fast fires work at burning some of these full rounds. I don't have a lot of kindling in there. That fire feels pretty good. Haven't had a chance to warm up since last night. I think my next investment's gonna have to be a good splitting maul. The rounds are burning, just not very well. But I think it's time to go inside and start seasoning them pork ribs. It's gonna be pretty simple. We're just gonna put a little bit of chicken broth in the Dutch oven, put this applewood seasoning on the ribs, and we're gonna set it on the fire. I think I'll put these on for about 3 hours and then we'll see if we have to finish them on the grill. I am so happy to have a sink again. All right, so plan number 12. I somehow misplaced the legs for this grill grate, if you can believe that. So I built up the stand a little bit here with rocks. I'm thinking the lump charcoal will burn well, even if it starts raining. Fingers crossed. This should work. I think it's gonna work out all right. Them are gonna taste awesome. They always do. And I think as long as we just have a mist in the air and not a full-on rain, we'll be all right. Moons are out. They sure do sound pretty. It's amazing how just a couple of things on the counter can make this whole place feel like an absolute mess. So I'm going to take 5 minutes, clean this up, make a pot of coffee, and I'll catch back up with you guys. This is not looking good. It must be a hot fire though, because it's still burning. And if it starts going down, I got an idea of something I can do. Great. They've been on for almost 3 hours now, so I'm gonna leave the lid cracked a little bit. All of that water can boil off, and then I'll finish them on the grill. They're really super tender. Those are gonna be good. I was able to keep that fire going through an absolute downpour, and it's 65 degrees inside. The candles have been keeping it fairly warm in here. It's only 52 outside. I did not count on this much rain though, and I was thinking to myself, how am I gonna get out of here tomorrow? Might have to call in sick Monday. That's all right. It's not like they watch my channel at work. So the grill is saying 500. Let's take a look at the ribs. Awesome. All right, please don't drop them. They are falling right apart. She's a little hot in that water. Buckets, that's hot. You guys ready for the first look at these? Oh yeah. For you guys that have been watching me from the beginning, know that I really don't like campfires. I don't like the smell. Leaves on my clothes. I don't like the smell in the camper, but man, this winter I've been just killing it with the steaks and the meat. $7, just amazing. I'm gonna clean up inside the camper a little bit and then go for a walk outside because it looks like the rain has officially stopped. That blower comes in handy for cleaning the floors. Let's go throw the garbage away and see if there's any critters outside. This box is what I carry my sewer hose in. It works really good for storing the garbage too. I can't escape the rain. It's sprinkling again. I'll admit, a little bit worried about getting out of here tomorrow. You can see on just this short little grade, I'm sliding all over the place. Getting out of here tomorrow, it's going to be interesting. Come on. Light always goes out. The only thing wrong is I don't have any coffee yet this morning. The power supply's been keeping my computer going, and this will be the third pot of coffee. I left the water pump on all weekend long. It hasn't kicked on once, so I know that I don't have any water leaks. It's time to start tearing down camp. I just use those blocks so that way I don't have to extend the legs all the way down. I was just taking a look at the map, trying to figure out the best way to get out of here. And after this spur, I could go north. That would save me a couple of miles of driving forestry roads, but it's going to add a lot of miles onto my total trip. I could exit south. That's the way I came in on Friday, and the roads then were okay, but we must have got close to an inch of rain. Hopefully nothing's flooded out. I'm ready if you're ready. It's hard to tell how steep these hills are on camera, but I can't even see over the hood. The shoulders on the roads are super soft. I almost got stuck back there. I was gonna take the camera out, but if I didn't keep going, I wouldn't have got out. I'm moving this tree. I'm not gonna get in the shoulder anymore. you guys have done it again. Spent the whole weekend with me. That's long enough. We got this video in the bag. I got to get out of the forest. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Until then, be kind, be honest. We'll see you down the road.